Dolly Parton opens up about the loss of her husband Carl Dean. "I feel his presence every day." After a lifetime of love, laughter, and loyalty, country music legend Dolly Parton has broken her silence about the death of her beloved husband, Carl Dean. In an emotional interview with The Independent, Dolly shared details about Carl's passing and the quiet, painful road they traveled together during his prolonged illness. Carl Dean, known for his unwavering support and rare appearances in the spotlight, died on March 3, 2025 at the age of 82. Dolly, 78, revealed that Carl had been ill for quite a while, and while she found peace in knowing he was no longer suffering, the heartbreak of losing the person who had been her rock for nearly 6 decades remains overwhelming. "I really feel his presence," she said softly. "I just try to go on because I know I have to." The couple's love story is one of the most enduring and private in celebrity history. Dolly and Carl met in 1964 outside a laundromat in Nashville, and just 2 years later they were married. Despite Dolly's fame growing rapidly in the years that followed, Carl chose a life out of the public eye, preferring the quiet comfort of their Tennessee home over the chaos of celebrity events. Still, he remained Dolly's closest confidant and fiercest protector, a steady presence who allowed her to shine while grounding her in the reality of a deep and authentic love. "He was a good man," Dolly reflected. "He never wanted the spotlight, but he was always there when I needed him. He kept me honest and he reminded me who I was at my core." Their relationship, she said, was built on laughter, mutual respect, and a commitment to privacy that helped protect their bond. While the world saw Dolly on stage, Carl saw the woman behind the glitz, the one who loved deeply, believed in hard work, and never forgot where she came from. As Carl's health declined, Dolly said she spent much of her time by his side. Though she continued working and fulfilling her professional commitments, her heart was at home. Watching the love of her life struggle with illness was painful, she admitted, but she remained grateful for the time they had together, even in sickness. "He was ill for quite a while," she explained, "and part of me was at peace that he was at peace and not suffering anymore." Still, the void Carl left behind is one that no amount of faith or fame can fill. "It doesn't make up for the loss and the loneliness of it," Dolly said. "There's a silence in the house now, a stillness that's hard to explain." She continues to feel his presence in the quiet moments, in the echoes of their memories, in the places they once sat together, and in the routines of everyday life that now feel changed forever. For Dolly, faith has been a crucial part of coping with this profound loss. A lifelong Christian, she has leaned heavily on her spiritual beliefs in recent months. "I am a person of faith," she said, "and I truly believe that I'm going to see him again someday." That belief has helped her find light in the darkness, hope in the sorrow, and strength to carry on. Her relationship with God, much like her relationship with Carl, has been a consistent force throughout her life, offering her comfort when the world feels too heavy. "I see him every day in my memories and in my heart, and in all the things that we used to do and all the things that we've built together," Dolly continued. Their home, their traditions, even the garden they once tended together, all serve as living reminders of the love they shared. While her fans see her glittering costumes and radiant smile, Dolly admits there are quiet moments when the weight of grief hits her hardest. "You just kinda have to learn to make new plans, but that's the hardest part," she said. The couple never had children, but they built a rich life together, one filled with love, philanthropy, music, and meaning. Over the years, Dolly often said that her marriage was strengthened by their differences. Carl's reclusive nature balanced her extroverted personality. Despite their contrasting public personas, their relationship thrived in its own quiet, powerful way. Now, in the wake of Carl's death, Dolly is learning to navigate life without him. "It's not easy," she said, but she is determined to keep moving forward, not just for herself but in honor of the man who stood by her side through every season of her life. "Carl never wanted attention, but I know he'd want me to keep singing, keep laughing, and keep loving people," she said. Fans and fellow artists have rallied around Dolly during this difficult time, offering messages of love and support from around the world. For many, Carl Dean was a symbol of devotion, a man who stood behind one of the biggest stars in the world, not to bask in her fame but to be her anchor. His passing marks the end of an era, not just in Dolly's personal life, but in the hearts of those who admired their rare and enduring love story. As Dolly Parton continues to grieve and heal, she remains a beacon of strength and authenticity. Her openness about loss, pain, and resilience is a gift to those who have walked a similar path. Through her music, her words, and her unwavering spirit, she reminds us all that love doesn't end with death. It lives on in memories, in faith, and in the legacy we carry forward. "I'll see him again," she said, her voice quiet but resolute. "But until then, I'll keep him in my heart."